All right. So our classes, this is our last chapter of the textbook. So what I am planning on is the 15th, 22nd, and 29th. I'm going to give you all as an opportunity to get caught up on all the chapter quizzes, because those are all going to be helping you study for the final exam. Okay. On the 6th, we will do a final exam. Please be on the lookout. Just keep an eye out for the announcements. Because if I can schedule a guest speaker, whether it's via Zoom or here in person, if I can schedule a guest speaker that will come in and talk about revenue management, I will do my best. But I don't want to put anything on the calendar and then not be able to deliver on it. Okay, so just be a lookout for the announcements. If I say, and if it is a Zoom, then you can also attend via Zoom. You don't have to come into class. So I'll give you the Zoom link and you can either come into class and sit in the classroom and watch via Zoom, or you can log in on Zoom. Okay, for that. So any questions, comments, concerns about the next three? Is it locked? Can you grab that door again? Sorry. Let me go get a magnet so I can block that. All right. So, yeah. Uh, any questions about the schedule? I know some people just came in. So we're gonna cover chapter 12 today. That's the end of our textbook. So, I am gonna try to schedule a guest speaker for revenue management. Probably either the 22nd or the 29th. Okay, so be on the lookout for an announcement. Again, if it is a guest speaker that's face to face, I'm gonna ask that we come in, but if it's someone who is on Zoom, then you can attend on Zoom as well, okay? So be on the lookout, the 22nd, 29th. Otherwise, use this time to do the chapter quizzes. Um, some chapters only had like two questions, so I didn't want to have a two-question quiz. So I did group some of the chapters together, okay? Now the questions are, the most part, the questions are in sequential order, okay? Meaning that if you find the answer to question two and you find the answer to question four, somewhere in between that in the textbook is going to be the answer to question three. Okay. Um, Sunday, I emailed all the people who had expired codes. I emailed AHLEI all of your codes, and they emailed me your codes yesterday, and I assigned the codes to you yesterday. So those of you who had expired codes, I have now assigned you. You are in the roster to take the final exam. Okay. Is there anybody who had the red Scantron instead of access codes? I don't think there was in this class. Okay, cool. Um, what else? Oh, little fun story, just real quick. There's nothing to do with this class, but actually something to do with this class. Next week, we have two busy days here at St. Philip's. The 16th, that is the day of the practicum convocation. So if you are planning on taking your practicum in the summertime, okay? Anybody in here taking their practicum in the summer? Okay. If you are planning on taking your practicum in the summer, you need to come to that meeting at 4 o'clock on the 16th. Okay, it's mandatory. If you're taking your practicum in the fall, you can come to that meeting. If you don't come on the 16th, then you can come on the 24th of July. Okay. So that's going to be happening upstairs on the 16th. On the 17th, we are hosting an appetizer dessert competition. Basically the 2025 version of this board right here. Okay. So we're gonna have approximately 100 to 150 industry people upstairs on the fourth floor in the breakout rooms as well as Artemisia's. And it's an industry happy hour, so we're bringing in about 100 to 150 industry people. And the my Thursday class is going to be the one that is kind of putting that event on. It's going to happen between 5 and 7:30. If anybody in here would like to come and help volunteer with check-in or collecting trash or bartending or anything like that, we would love to have you. It's from 5 to 7:30 next week upstairs. So if you want to look at your schedules and let me know if you're available, we would love to have you come help us with this event. And then also you can network and meet a lot of different industry people from San Antonio.
What day is that again?
It's Thursday, the 17th. Um, so yeah, very busy. Kind of little fun story. Last week on Friday, I was giving a tour to Silver Ventures. Does anybody not know what Silver Ventures is?
Sounds cool.
Has everybody maybe heard of Silver Ventures, but you don't know what it is? Okay, so Silver Ventures is the company that basically owns the Pearl Brewery. Okay, so they own the Pearl Brewery, they own Hotel Emma, and then they operate they don't operate all the restaurants, but they sell the restaurant space, they lease the restaurant space to all and the different vendors. So Silver Ventures came in and did a tour of our program last week to see how they could help partner with us, right? So how I can maybe help you all get jobs either at Hotel Emma or culinary students at the different jobs in the different restaurants, and things like that. When we came in here, they saw the sponsor board and they said, "Well, what is this all about? And how can we get a part of that?" And I was like, well, here's my link, and our event is next in a week and a half, so we'd love to have you. So they're gonna sponsor be one of our sponsors for the event. So I thought it was kind of fun that just by having this on display, I just like to have it on display because I think it looks cool to see all the industry people that support our events. But it came through and they were just like, we want to be on that. So it's really exciting.
Also, we were in class like a few weeks ago or something, and it was like rushed. Like it got kind of got brushed over, but you had said that you were doing the transfer program to UTSA for this.
I am working on a transfer program
That's awesome.
for this program to be transferred to UTSA, correct?
That's awesome.
And actually UTSA College is one of our sponsors for our event next week, which I'm really excited about. But I just saw her today at the Dr. Schroeder today at the Sala committee meeting. And so I have a meeting with her on Monday to kind of go through that. They've sent me like the general outline. And I'm thinking that supposedly by fall of 25, that we'll have that agreement set up so that all your credits will transfer over to UTSA for the hospitality management degree.
That's exciting.
Yeah. All right. And when I say all of your credits, it's primarily the hospitality students because hotel management majors don't require as many general education classes. So hospitality, most of your gen eds will transfer over, like your history and government and all that kind of stuff will transfer over. All right. So before we jump into chapter 12, let's game. All right, what kind of games do we want to play? We played Gold Quest in the past, right? I have no idea what cafe is.
I don't know either.
You want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
Let's play it for 5 minutes and see if we like it. Change this to 5. All right, I'm gonna pause the recording so we don't have to watch this.